Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another exciting episode of your show. That's right, it's the Kickout Crew. Want to thank everybody for all the participation and the comments, likes, and all that retweets from last week's episode. And Elimination Chamber was fun to cover. It was cool to watch along. Kind of like those, and we may do a couple more of them moving forward. Who the hell knows? But one thing I do know is you can follow us on all of your social media platforms. And if you like what we're doing, why don't you be a friend and tell a friend about the hottest podcast around? Because guess what? It's your show. It's all of us. We're all part of the Kickout Crew. Want to thank everyone for being in attendance today. Want to, get everything going pretty quick on this. So I guess that's enough of me rambling. So let's get on to Ranton Stanton. So, Brad, what you got for us?
First off, I want to shout out James' shirt. That is a great shirt to wear twice.
Right?
Shout out.
Are you being a sucker MC?
Run DMC, baby. Run DMC. I don't have a whole lot this week, guys. I just want to bitch about a couple things. I went to
walk this way.
Monte Carlo night, which is a kind of like, it's a fundraiser. You're gambling. It's really fun, actually. I played a lot of craps. Never played that before. They're coaching you along the way. A lot of fun. So they had these appetizers, and this is very, very...
And you took them, didn't you?
Did you have your own bag?
So this is big relatable to last week where we talked about McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and KFC. One of the appetizers, I swear to you, was a chicken McNugget with a toothpick in it. I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, this is what we're going with, huh? Yeah, pinky out my ass, man. You want to talk about the
That's pinky out stuff, man.
The opposite of pinky out. This is a nice-ish Italian restaurant. We're not going to overspend for this event, but still, like, I'm thinking, like, why even bother with the toothpick? Like, what?
It sounds like the food was craps and not the games.
Yeah, we didn't have a good start, because let's talk about the second food item that was given. So we're assuming it was a boneless wing. Guess what? That fucking bone was in it. So I bite right into this thing. Guess what? I cut my lip right here on the left-hand side. I'm bleeding everywhere. Bleeding all over the table, bleeding all over my hands. I can't even find a napkin in this freaking place. Bleeding everywhere. Freaking disgusting. And I've noticed I've been bleeding a lot everywhere lately. Like, I'll just be like going like this. I scratch my head and I don't even know it. All of a sudden I'm gushing out the back of my head. I had one of my coworkers, shout out Alyssa. She actually patched me up. She actually got out the first aid kit and put some ointment on there and put a Band-Aid on it. I'm like, wow, that you definitely went above and beyond. So shout out to Alyssa for sure. But yes, definitely been bleeding a lot lately, which is never a good thing. Hope you guys are all staying healthy for sure. Do you guys think DoorDash is out of control?
The fees definitely are.
The ordering of it. So I'm walking my dog. It's not a long walk. I do it about 3 or 4 times a day, depending on if I'm off or if I'm working. I swear to you, this certain house had 3 DoorDashes in the time I walked my dog. 3 different spots. The fees are outrageous. Guys, get in your car. This is 2:00 in the afternoon. Get in your car and go pick up the food. You're going to save yourself about $28. Is it really worth it to not leave your house? I need an opinion on this, guys. Is it really that worth it?
Sometimes.
No, it ain't worth it.
Well, James, you said you eat a lot of Domino's, right? You said you should own stock in Domino's, James?
Oh, 100%.
Now, do you use the delivery service or do you go through DoorDash?
100%.
The delivery service.
Yeah.
So you don't go through DoorDash?
No. Because they have their own delivery thing. Like places that
use
DoorDash. Like Beef O'Brady's. They have an Amarillo burger. I want to get it sometimes because I'm like, hey, I feel like a burger and fries. So I'll go through all the bullshit and get all the way to the checkout. And it's like $3.95 fee just because. And then a $3.95 delivery fee. And then you have to provide a tip. And I'm like, so this 12-ish, $13 burger ends up being like $28. I'm like, I'm out. I'm not paying $30 for a burger delivery.
So the online ordering of pizza and stuff they do it within their own website now. They had to actually add that for one reason, because people were doing DoorDash instead of calling in. You know why? Because they don't want to talk to anybody. They would rather pay $6 more or $5 more than talk to a human being about what you want to order. I mean, bravery has taken a back seat to convenience lately, hasn't it?
You're damn right it has.
That is a shame. Because guess what? People on the phone are usually pretty nice, and they want to serve you the food. I don't even understand it. And my kids are the biggest problems of all of them. There is McDonald's delivered to my house. All of my kids have cars. All of them now. All of them. Yeah, I drove 6 hours to get Frank's last one.
I was
They
about
all
to say,
have cars. They can drive to McDonald's. None of them are drunk in the middle of the afternoon. They're fine. They can go and stop on the way home from. I know Burger King was all 5 of our last choices last week, but guess what? Burger King is across the street from Pennsbury High School where I live.
So they drive past it, come home, and then order
from it and spend $6 more. Yes. Money is no object to them. They all have jobs and they have nothing to spend it on except food. That's a fact. It is out of control. Save your money, guys. Put that money away. You never know when you're going to need it. Because guess what? I could use some.
Yeah, your account could get hacked and you may need some of that cash.
Or how about some of you fucking contribute to some of this insurance that I'm paying every month? With freaking four cars and 5 people. And the reason I have only 4 cars is, like I said before, I get a car. It's the only reason. Or there'd be 5 cars.
Let's see.
All right, James, this is for you,
I don't have DoorDash where I'm at, but I do have like the apps on my phone for all the places. So lately I've been starting to do all that, like ordering on the app. So right when I get there, my food's already fucking done. I like that part.
Yeah, when you get there is the key phrase that you said.
Yeah.
I order ahead on Dunkin' Donuts just because it's ready.
Yeah, and still wait in line.
I've done that. Usually good. Like I said, appreciate the people that work for you, that work hard for you. Give them a tip every now and then because they deserve it. James, this one's for you, and I know you love hearing me talk about the Kelseys. So I was listening to one of their. I'm in the archives, and it was they had Sirianni on, the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was just Jason Kelce interviewing him. Jason Kelce sent him a keg of beer. Guess what keg? Natural Light.
Natty?
Natural Light. Jason Kelce loves Natural Light. I'm telling you, don't listen to it, man, because you're gonna like him, and you don't want that.
I ain't gonna lie. His little post-season, post-retirement stuff, I've kind of been digging. You know?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If he stays retired, I like him. If he puts on that fucking god-awful green uniform and goes one more round, I'll have to hate him for another 17 weeks.
You can hate him. Hate him until he stops playing. But and you know what? He'll respect that because his wife will not wear Kansas City.
She is a big Eagles fan, which you know whatever. But shout out to her for being like, I ain't wearing no other team shit. I respect that a lot. Yeah.
Again, if you want to keep hating him, don't listen. But yeah, he's a Natty Light guy. So just so you know, he says it just brings him a little bit of comfort.
Right. And I bet that son of a bitch will get a sponsor after saying that. Here I am fucking trying.
Their sponsor is Fireball. I'm out. Ooh. That's a tough one to agree with. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, it's really good.
If Fireball was our sponsor, we would drink it every week.
My mom drinks it.
Perfect.
I used to drink it a lot in Oklahoma because everybody's like, "Oh, you want a shot of Fireball?" I'm like, sure. I'm not really a big cinnamon person. Like, I'm not chewing Big Red, so I guess Ricky Bobby can say "fuck you" to me. I don't know. That's a movie reference. But
you're not Big Red, then you.
But I'm not big on cinnamon.
I was fine on cinnamon until I had Fireball.
I will say an Angry Orchard beer with a shot of Fireball, they drop it in there. That's bomb, like an apple cinnamon.
Yeah, but how many can you drink? How many?
Way bomb.
How many can you drink?
One.
Like, one. and then you're out, right?
Yeah. It's not going to be like I'm going to pound 20 of these, but
nah. Anyway, that's
like with the beers I was drinking on last week's episode when I had to class it up. You know, I drank 3 or 4, maybe 6 when we were doing the show, but then right after that, back to the natty, baby.
You know what beer I like right now? Modelo.
Oh, it's Modelo time, foo.
I like it. Anyway, back to you, James. I'm done.
All right. Well, appreciate that, Brad. Before we get moving on down this outline, it appears that we have a run-in from our producer. So, Bryant, what you got for us? Can't wait for this correction corner.
So, getting videos together because, as it was noticed, I was not on the show last week. And as I'm listening and yelling at my phone as I'm listening, I realized I need to jump on here and make a couple corrections for everybody, mainly for Brad. So Brad was making a big deal about the Chris Jericho entrance from last week during the Elimination Chamber. To make that correction for you, they were promoting the WWE Anthology album, which had that song that Jericho came out to on it. So it was kind of a cross promotion thing for Saliva. Also, when Shawn Michaels wins, Brad says this is his first time he's held a title since WrestleMania 14 in 1997. It was actually 1998.
I heard it this morning.
And then this one's for everybody.
Sorry about that.
So the comment was brought up about Shawn Michaels and his Dutch boy haircut.
Amish.
The comment relates to Dutch boy paint. So this is what they're talking about with the Dutch boy haircut. And that is what they are trying to reference, saying Shawn looks like the kid in the painting with the paint here. I don't see it. I don't see it, but I get the reference, I guess.
It's Bober. It's bad. But here's the thing. I'm going to take, I will take the on the chin for the 1997 thing. I don't think I was wrong about why they had to do the Jericho thing for 4 minutes.
It was not mentioned why, and I was just wanting to point out that they were helping to promote that album.
Yeah, I just don't
that
feel
they
like
had
I was
just
wrong
launched.
in that situation. But
So, yeah.
That lead-based paint that they did?
That is, yeah. Which, by the way, I also, while looking for this photo to use as a reference, I found this kid's haircut, and look at this kid. He literally had to cut it in like this rectangle shape just to get his eyes there.
Shout out to this kid for going viral, man.
Just get a haircut.
Shout out to whoever the fuck this is getting roasted on our podcast
Yeah.
right now.
Can you imagine?
I mean, we want to talk about Sean's haircut. Let's look at this thing. I mean, come on.
Wait a minute. Is the toilet paper turned the wrong way?
Oh, here we go.
Probably.
It looks like
If
it
you
turned the
guys
wrong
try to
way.
think about it.
So this
If
is
you
the picture
shave-
he posted. This is the picture he posted. He thought this looked good enough to post, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
He's angry
if
at
you
his
shave
phone.
his
That's what it
head,
looks like to
though,
me.
kind of looks like a Ben Jones.
Shout out Ben. I think that pay-per-view starts in about 10 minutes.
That might be a young Ben Jones.
So, but I just wanted to throw those out there for you guys. So,
Missed you, Bryant. Always need you.
Yeah.
Next time,
happy
schedule
to-
around us. Okay.
happy to know I'm missed. So,
Definitely.
Back
Yeah, I
to
mean,
you,
it's
James.
not like we do this every day at the same time every week.
Adam, I can't even look at you right now.
Oh,
You're
okay.
completely
Here we
shaved
go.
up. I don't know what your face is going on with your face, with your shaved up face. I don't know, man.
The fact that Adam said that, hilarious.
Yeah, I know. Mr.
I
On
figured
Time.
y'all might like that.
He was 10 minutes early for something that's coming later in this episode.
And that's a spoil, or foreshadowing, or
Who knows what
a
it
tease.
is?
Who knows?
Well, I don't want to get yelled at again.
Yeah. It's red.
All right. Well, thanks, Bryant. Could have used those corrections live in the flesh, but hey, man, you had your own wrestling to take care of. But we're glad you're back this week. And no one else is back this week. Mike's topic. So, Mike, what you got for us?
Well, actually, I want to tell you a quick little story that happened today. So, Beth was sitting down at the bottom of the driveway waiting for the kids to get off the bus. And we have some people, they just built a house down there. And the guy came running out and yelled at her for something, was saying something about the fire department, this, that, and everything else. And she didn't hear him at first. And she turned around and he was gone. And he came back out and he's like, "Hey, are you guys burning anything?" And she's like, "Yeah, we got a little stuff out there. We're burning some sticks and leaves and stuff." He's like, "All right." Went back in the house, came running back out and said, "Hey, can you call the fire department? I think the house is on fire." And look, and there's actually smoke coming from, where the roof is. So she calls the fire department and, was talking to them. And they said, "What's the address?" She's like, "I don't know what his address is, but it's at the bottom of my driveway." So what's your address? So she gave him our address. And, well, let's say I got a nephew that works for 911 dispatch. I got family members on the fire department. I got family members for the EMT and volunteer. Well, they hear my address come across the scanner. Okay. Next thing we know, we got like 7 or 8 volunteer people coming up my driveway. We got a fire truck coming up my driveway. I got people calling me left and right asking me if I'm okay. And Adam, he's been to my house. This ain't no place to have a damn fire truck up in here.
Oh, hell no, hell no.
So as they're pulling up the road, I'm like trying to go down and meet them down. I'm like, no, it's not my house. It's the house down. You done passed the house.
Did they drive past the house on fire to go to your house?
Yeah, which I guess it didn't. I mean, they were in and out of there, so it must not have been too big of a deal. But and she even told him, "This like, I don't know what's going on." He came out and said, "Hey, can you call the fire department? It seems like a little bit of smoke coming out." And next, like I said, next thing I know, I got half the town that works for the fire department coming up towards my house and everything else thinking my house is on fire. My phone's blown up left and right. You guys okay? You guys okay? I'm like, yeah.
I just like the fact that they're like, well, that's not the address they gave us. I know that house is on fire, but that's not the address they gave us. We're just going to drive on past it.
Well, she even told me, she's like, I don't know their address. And what's your address? And so she gave it to her. She's like, it's before you get there. Sure enough, everybody come flying up our driveway.
They put them in the queuing line, like, all right, well, we'll put you out next. We got to go to this house first. They got dibs.
I'm like, yeah.
That's so good. That is so good.
That is a
that was fun.
fucking
Girls, like
Larry
said,
David
kids,
write this?
Yeah. Kids just getting home from school and everything else. Girls are excited about seeing a fire truck. I mean,
That is
they're
exciting.
excited about all that stuff. Like, yeah, let's wait on that excitement, see if their house burns down first. But luckily, it was nothing. They were in and out. I think it was just a little thing happened. But
Is it fall off the bed exciting?
yeah, pretty much. You're a big joke. But yeah, so that happened to me today. And I don't know. I really ain't got too much more. I was going to ask you guys one thing. If you guys were stuck in your house, you had one series to watch. That was it. What are you watching?
I'm watching Lost.
You're watching Lost.
I love it, James. I'm sorry, but I just love that show.
All good.
It just entertains me. I love the twists and turns. You know.
Okay, Devyn.
I think I'm gonna go with How I Met Your Mother.
I love
I
that
watched
too.
that series like probably 8 times already, so I could probably keep watching it.
So good.
It is.
Adam, what are you doing?
It's either gonna be Suits or Schitt's Creek.
Tell me about Suits, because there's a spinoff coming.
Suits is
Guys?
two lawyers. It's a lawyer and a guy that pretends to be a lawyer. He's like a really smart guy, and he ends up showing up to this interview type deal, like for an internship for the law firm. And he's actually running from the police because he's a weed dealer. He tries to do a weed deal one time, and he runs into like a setup. So he runs, meets the dude, the main guy, and he's like, "Oh, I know I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a paralegal or nothing, but ask me anything in the book, and I'll tell you what the law is." And he ends up getting hired as like not as a lawyer, but a person that kind of helps out. Then, yeah, like an intern type or like an assistant. But then he ends up helping be lawyer, even though he never really has he never passed the bar. So they end up putting his name in Harvard's graduation stuff. It's a pretty damn good show. I watched it twice.
How many seasons are we talking?
7 or 8.
Fuck me.
I've seen everything, but I think the first 2 episodes.
It's a damn good show.
I've heard good things. All right. Thank you.
What about you, James?
It's probably Seinfeld or The Office.
I knew that. I already knew that answer.
Yeah, Seinfeld probably. Office maybe close second. I don't know, because I love Seinfeld. It's my favorite show, but rewatchability wise, they're both really good. I watch The Office a lot because they release those the fan episodes where they have a bunch of the deleted scenes like edited in. So the shout out Peacock, you can get that right, you know. But
right.
But yeah, probably Seinfeld and then Seinfeld, Office.
Yeah.
2 answers.
Yeah.
What about you? Like,
I think I'm gonna go with Walking Dead.
oh fuck you! How many? The whole thing? Even the bad seasons? Look, I watched it. I watched it.
Even
There's a new Walking Dead series.
No, I'm not doing it. You're not gonna bring that devil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Every time a new season would start, because I didn't watch it, but I would post on Facebook, Rick dies. Just every season, Rick dies. And people like, fuck you, motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. I didn't watch it. I didn't know, but every season premiere, Rick dies.
Like, I loved that show early, and then I liked it up until Negan. That Negan, you know which one I mean.
Yeah.
I got a sweet, it's called the Negan Sluggers, and it has a battle
Yeah.
barbed wire.
Yeah,
I was part of
I
a
got-
loot
I got
crate.
one of
They
those.
sent that.
I love Negan.
I think I gave that to Mike, actually. Didn't I give you that shirt?
Yeah, you think you gave me the shirt? I
I
got
just-
the bat. I
there
actually
were
got a
some
bat.
middle seasons there that were really like the whole season was a setup.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of them that I didn't like too much, but I mean, like there's like a Walking Dead channel, and that's all it plays is the Walking
What
Dead.
did you think of The Talking Dead? Did you watch that?
I sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I liked it. A lot of times I recorded it and just forgot to watch it.
Here's the thing. This is what reminds me of The Talking Dead. 83 weeks now has been on longer than Nitro.
Yeah.
So 83 weeks, the podcast about really it's supposed to be about the 83 weeks on Nitro. That was the original idea, right?
Mhm.
It's been on longer than WCW Nitro. That's what Talking Dead was to me.
Right. And I mean, but I mean, it's on now. But I mean, now they got a bunch of spin-offs and everything else that came out. They got one coming out next week or something. But you know,
Who was the hottest girl in The Walking Dead to you?
Maggie.
Yeah.
No, Beth.
Beth,
Beth
yeah,
was
she's good
pretty
too.
hot. Yeah.
I
There
would
was
take
this-
any answer there, by the way.
Be fair, who was the hottest guy?
A Shane.
Yeah, Shane or Daryl. I mean,
I've always thought it was Daryl.
Daryl needed to take a shower, okay?
Yeah.
Even when there was showers, Daryl wouldn't take a shower.
and he wasn't really supposed to be a character on there. He played for he
became
auditioned
popular,
for
right?
somebody else, and they kind of made that character up in it.
Yeah, that guy from Days of Thunder was his brother, remember?
Merle.
Yeah, Merle. That
And then
freaking asshole.
he played on Guardian of the Galaxy too.
He was also in Mallrats.
Yeah. But did you know though that The Walking Dead was only supposed to be a 6 episode?
So it's all
thing
about the money, right? That's why we kept going as long as they did. But it wasn't quality. It definitely wasn't quality for some
Yeah,
time.
well, I mean, if you can tell, I mean, like the first couple seasons, the quality sucked on it.
Very quality.
I mean, and then when they kind of got hit, they kind of went better.
Yep.
Didn't y'all just say, okay, so the first couple seasons sucked? Then Brad says, oh, the couple of the middle seasons sucked.
No,
so
I
what
like the
was
beginning.
good about that show?
No, the beginning was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Actually, the first 5 seasons, James, were good. It was like, then it went from like 25 million viewers to 2.
Y'all are gonna know. Okay, so I was hanging out at a friend's house one time, and it was like, they're big Walking Dead people, and they're like, hey, we gotta watch the new episode. We gotta watch the new episode. And it was an episode where everybody just kept biting each other's dicks off. Like, what was that episode about?
It sounds like something I didn't want to be a part of.
You know what I'm talking about, though? Like, the one episode,
saw
I'm like,
it all.
I'll give this show a chance. And it's just zombies biting everybody in the crotch, like biting dicks and all this stuff.
All I know is this. Chris Jericho said it best. Walking Dead is just a show about people with zombies as a backdrop.
There we go. Hey, but you know what? If it happens, at least I'm prepared because I know what to do now.
When COVID happened,
Yeah,
I went
bite
over those
bite
bats.
dicks off. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm done with it.
No, we're good.
That's all I got for today, guys. Thanks.
Oh yeah, glad I could ruin it at the end.
No, you didn't ruin. You're good.
Speaking of I don't know, great transition.
Speaking of
on this one.
ruining it,
Yeah. Hey Adam, is this I don't know if are we talking about this week in wrestling as you know
Nope.
what? As an in-ring performer, Adam, what you got for us?
Nope, not talking about it this week.
Son of a bitch.
I wanna talk
No,
about wrestling.
but I am going to put over my friends. We talked about it earlier. It's Forever Pro, Kevin Ryan versus Jay Lethal, and Joe Black versus Alex Kane. It's March 15th in Calhoun, Georgia.
Talked about it earlier.
Yeah, I was telling y'all about it earlier.
Later.
I was telling y'all earlier what I got coming up.
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about?
I don't know. We haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all confusing me.
This is so
We're
hard.
talking about it.
I'm talking about my buddy's deal he's got going on in Georgia. But no, I was thinking the other day, I was like, certain movies everybody likes. And I just got curious and I looked up 10 movies that you must watch before you die. And I
Two
was just
Magnolias,
curious
I
if
bet, is on this.
well, I was curious if y'all seen any of these or if you have, what you thought of them. So number 1 is Shawshank Redemption.
Seen it. Love it.
Loved it.
Great movie.
Freaking Devin, see it.
Andy
I must have
Dufresne.
watched that movie 30 times.
So good, Devin. It's a
I've
stupid
never
name, but it's
seen the
good.
first 5 minutes.
The problem is the title. It sounds terrible, but it's really good. So
Yeah,
Is it the
it's
one about
amazing. Morgan Freeman
guys
is
trying to
amazing.
escape prison?
yeah, see
And
it.
watch the non-TV version because the TV version leaves out one specific scene.
I don't know if you need to see that scene.
Watch the TV version. Got it.
Andy Dufresne.
1 for 1, Adam. I'm 1 for 1.
All right, number 2 is Good Will Hunting.
Seen it.
Yep.
Enjoyed
All
it.
right.
I've seen that one.
I love it.
Number 3, Forrest Gump.
Oh yes.
Come on,
Great
man.
movie.
Come on, man. Come on.
I'm just going
Great
by
movie.
what
Come on,
IMDb
man.
has.
Everybody has seen that movie in the world.
Pulp Fiction, number 4.
Yeah, seen it.
Good movie.
Love it. Love it.
Devin?
I don't know. I
You
don't.
You
know
should
young
watch it,
for
man.
that.
It's a good one.
So
Yeah,
it's Tarantino. You should
You'll
see
have
it.
to watch it a couple times because it's a lot of
It's
you
back
know,
and forth. They die, then they
Samuel
come
L.
back to life.
Jackson, man.
it's like they put a puzzle together, but in a different order. But it's good
There's
rewatchability
no
because
way you
there's a
don't
lot of
like it.
stuff
There's
in
no way
different
you
order.
don't like it. You'll like it.
Definitely not the TV version. Don't watch the TV
Nah,
version.
yeah. What is the TV version? Opening scene, roll
You can't even
credits.
show- you
Yeah,
can't
and a
even
bunch
show
of bleeped
Paul in
out.
it.
All right, number 5, American Beauty.
I have seen American Beauty. I
I
don't love
have
it.
not seen this one.
So that's with Spacey, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
What's
seen
her
it.
name?
Maybe
It's something.
The American Pie chick.
yes.
Yeah.
It made me a little uncomfortable at the end, but it's
Yeah,
good.
it's something. It's definitely something.
All right, number 6, The Usual Suspects.
Love it. Kevin Spacey again.
I've seen this one
Devin, why are you smiling?
because that's a good. I've seen this one. That's
Is it a good one?
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
a
them
really
all
good
so
movie.
far. I can't believe this is
I
happening.
think I'm ready. We're almost ready to die.
Oh, there's 40. I'm just stopping at 10.
Yeah, thank you.
Number 7 is The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Okay, I have seen this. This is Jim Carrey.
That is
Maybe.
as a forever single person, that's a doozy. On that
I've
movie.
never heard of this.
All right, so it basically is a mind erase thing.
Yeah. Fell in
And
love with
it's,
the girl.
you don't know it right away. So if I ruin it
Yeah.
for somebody, I'm sorry.
Yeah, fell in love with the girl. It ends, and he tries to erase her off his mind, and
And then they run into each other again.
it is a mind fuckery for sure.
It is not a Jim Carrey movie, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
So it's not.
It's not Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
yeah, it's not a
You know
comedy,
what I mean?
or like a number 23 type of thing.
It's not
I
even a
guess.
Truman Show.
All right, so number 8, The Green Mile.
Loved it.
All right,
Tied,
so here's the
boss.
thing.
All
I've
time
not seen the
favorite.
movie. I've read the. So when I was younger, they came out with like a series of books about this. It was actually they were short novellas. Actually, they call it. Like they were 88 pages. I read the whole thing. I never actually saw the movie.
Tied, boss.
Never seen the movie. That's a good.
I
Movie.
feel like Stephen King didn't even know where it was going in the first book.
I don't
Like,
think he knows where any of his shit's going.
I'm John Coffey, like the drink, only not spelled the same. All right, number 9 is Requiem for a Dream.
Woo!
I haven't seen it.
That is a doozy.
That's a
That
crazy
one.
ass movie.
Ass to ass. Ass to
Give me an
ass.
actor.
That movie is
Any
fucked
actor I should know
head.
in there? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, what? It's man, that one's
Who's in it? James?
oh fuck. Shit, I don't know.
Tom Cruise?
No. This is like
Jared Leto's in it.
Okay.
Jennifer Connelly.
it is something.
there.
It's
Marlon
basically
Wayans.
it's about like drugs. It's basically about like drug abuse. It's
So Jared Leto, you mean the guy that plays the Joker in Suicide Squad?
Yes, Christopher McDonald, the guy that played Shooter McGavin and Happy Gilmore.
Oh, he
I have it
also
on right
played
now.
Robin.
I have it on right now. I swear to God.
it is
Shut
that
up.
movie is fucked up. It will make you want to be like it'll send you to fucking monk
You're
school.
not selling me. You're not
Dude.
selling me.
That
I'm
means-
not selling you. It's about like drug abuse pretty much. It's Woo.
So
It'll make you want to
have
be
the
stone cold
Joker,
sober. Like
you
it
have
is
the
fucked up.
Joker and Robin that play in that movie.
No, not Chris
Yes.
McDonald. It's
Did he
Chris
not play-
McDonald's. You're thinking of Chris. The Robin. That's not the same guy.
I'm talking about like one of the first Batmans, Batman and Robin,
Like 1974.
with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
I know that's different name.
I know what you're talking about, but that's not him.
That's not
This
him.
guy played Shooter
you're
McGavin in Happy
Shooter
Shooter
Gilmore.
McGavin. Shooter McGavin.
You're thinking of Chris
Oh, yeah.
O'Donnell. Chris
Okay, yeah,
O'Donnell.
you're
is
right.
Chris
the name.
You're
O'Donnell.
right,
There
you're
it
right.
is. Thank God for the producer.
Thank you. You're right. My bad.
I'm not mad at you.
Close enough name.
And then number 10, anybody want to take a guess on number 10?
Varsity
Oh.
Blues.
Shakespeare in Love.
10 Things You Hate About Me.
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, that's a damn good one, Devin.
Rocky 4.
Goodfellas.
Number 10 on the list is Fight Club.
Oh, I've
Don't
seen
talk
that.
about
One.
it. Don't talk about it.
I'm like 3 for 10.
That was a mindfuck movie too.
Yeah.
I have seen it. I saw 9 out of 10 of it.
that list on the show.
So
need
tomorrow,
to-
no wife till 7. I'm gonna do Requiem of a Dream.
Saving Private Ryan's actually number 30 in the top 40. But I'm not go back
Who's
and
the
watch
referee?
it again. It's one of them movies that'll make you damn think.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's kind of like Butterfly Effect. It makes you fucking
Son of a
think.
bitch. Son of a bitch.
Guess I got to start with these 7 that I'm out on.
So you've only watched 3? You watched Forrest Gump and 2 others?
I think so.
never
I
seen
should have been
Fight
writing
Club?
them down.
All right, first.
That's the
first
one
you
I-
gotta
I've
watch.
seen
We'll
Fight
start,
Club.
Start from the beginning,
Okay.
Devin. Start with Shawshank.
All right.
Excellent. You'll love it. You'll
I
love
wrote
it.
Shawshank down.
You'll
And
love it.
Goodwill Hunting's real good.
I've
on,
seen
hold
Good
on.
Will Hunting. So maybe
Okay.
I've seen 4.
I like on a Family Guy where they were talking about Shawshank, and it's like Andy Dufresne, the only guy to climb through 10 miles of shit and come out completely clean on the other side.
Okay.
That's great.
No, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. That's it. Just
Oh, hold up. We got to talk about one thing in wrestling this week.
I did. I talked about this show coming up.
No. Let's talk about the end of NXT.
The end of Dynamite.
The end of I
Or I don't know if it
want
was
to
the
talk
end.
about the beginning of Dynamite.
Lash Legend is awesome. Let's just talk about that. She wrestled early, she won, and then she forced herself into the main event. And she didn't win, but they're pushing her, and I love it. I want to talk about her. I want to talk about that whole group. That group is over, and they're good.
Are they?
Lash
Who's
Legend.
in the group? I don't know. They're not
So
that
you have Noam Dar,
Mhm.
you have Lash Legend, you have Jakira Jackson,
Mhm.
and I can't think of the fourth guy's name real quick. But
Yeah, they're not
I
that
do
old.
like-
You don't know.
you should watch some NXT. It's good.
Yeah,
It was good to see the OC come to NXT.
OC came out and cleaned house in a tag team match.
I've seen that on Twitter.
Yeah, then they cut a promo after backstage.
I think NXT is really good. I love all wrestling. I know that everybody's a little sour right now in wrestling, but I love it.
Well, it's good to see Braun Breaker finally signed to SmackDown.
But at the same
I'm
time,
interested
he's
to see
a
how
tag
that
champion
goes.
on NXT.
Braun Breaker is only an 80 overall in the new wrestling game.
All right, so let's talk about
Logan
that.
Paul's a
Let's
90.
talk about that real quick.
Kevin Owens is
Because
at 86, and Logan Paul's rated higher than him.
that is kind of cool
Hilarious.
that they're doing that, right? That's kind of cool. It's something,
Hilarious.
right?
I like
I'll
it.
tell you, I kind of like it.
Making it feel special.
It is special. Anyway, listen. Whatever's going on in wrestling right now with the behind the scenes, I enjoy watching the product still.
I got a question for y'all though. So on Raw, you had Michael Chandler call out Conor McGregor,
Oh, yeah.
right? For the
That
UFC
was cool.
fighter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You're right.
Right?
Sorry.
Do you see now? I mean, we have with them Endeavor, UFC, WWE together. Do you think it could be a possibility we have a UFC match at WrestleMania?
Not this
could you
year.
see it?
Not this
could you
year.
see
I
it
don't
happening?
think, Mike. I don't see it this year because I think the card is kind of set. But I see it in the future.
I mean, I think it could work. I think would it be better off seeing like a UFC fight in
Here's
a
the thing.
WWE event? We won't see a wrestling match at a UFC, but I think we'll see UFC in WWE if that makes sense.
I agree. I just don't think it's going to be at this event because I think it's already they got enough firepower.
It'll be a work though, won't it? If it's at Mania.
It
No,
doesn't have to
if they
work,
can
does it?
have a real UFC
All right.
fight,
All that has to be work is the press conference, James.
All press conferences are work.
That's for you.
Yeah. I think it would be not in their best interest to put a UFC fight on WrestleMania.
Well, they had done boxing. I know maybe
Yeah, it worked.
Not the butterbean
Correct.
thing.
Correct.
Yeah, how did that work? Yeah, they still
And
talk
shout
about that
out
as
to
being one of the
Devyn.
best ideas of all time, don't they?
I think the worst idea of all time was Big Show getting knocked out by Mayweather.
Right.
Why? I love that match.
Did you say that, James? I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, every time they incorporate shit like this, it fails.
He's 40 pounds and Big Show is 800 pounds. No, it's not happening. I don't care how.
He's one of the greatest boxers on the planet, and
freaking Big Show is not going down.
around his
I'll tell you
face.
who wouldn't have gone down. Freaking Andre the Giant. He would not have done that.
No.
For $4 million, he might have.
Yeah, he might have.
I
Anyway,
All right, so
I
real
want to
quick,
shout out Lash Legend because I really like Lash Legend. I think she looks great. I think she's got a lot. I think she's got a lot going for her.
I know that once this comes out, it'll already be over with. But as we record, we have Elimination Chamber coming up in a couple of days. Who won?
I believe
Drew.
Drew McIntyre won, and I believe you think Becky Lynch won, but I think it's going to be Bianca Belair because of the promotion of her new reality series.
Oh no, I don't think it's her.
You know why? Because she has a history with Rhea. That's why.
Yeah.
And Becky's been there. Becky's been
But
there.
you
I
can't
just think
pass up
they're
Becky
saving
and
Bianca.
Rhea at WrestleMania.
How about a
though.
three? How about a three-peat? How about three of? I would do a three of them.
I think they're saving Bianca.
How about it?
For,
Every fucking
Jade.
title match just be a three-way.
No.
It's gonna be hard because Nia
Shut
Jax
up.
is the new champion.
Not a shot in hell. No shot in hell.
No, they're saving
I'm going on
Bianca.
record to say that if I was wrong, I will pay $100 to the charity of your choice, Brandy Wagner.
Oh.
Nia lost.
Man, see the thing with especially the men's, any one of them could win,
No,
and
never
that
true.
could be. I think so. LA Knight, you don't think if he won and went on?
I would love it for him to win, but it ain't gonna be him
Okay.
because it'd be babyface, but babyface.
And you got to think, whoever wins that one, whoever goes and faces Seth is going to win.
Here's
Seth
the
needs
thing:
to come
you're gonna
out.
have a heel win it because it's gonna be a heel against Seth.
But they were
Unless
They
LA
were
Knight
supposed-
can turn heel, no shot.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, but I think anybody in that match could win, and it would be a good match at WrestleMania.
I agree, but it's gonna be.
Kevin
It's
Owens
Drew.
can do it.
They are already
I
pushing
mean,
this Drew Seth shit.
yeah, they're already
Drew just beat
they're pushing
Cody.
Drew and CM Punk already. When CM Punk's still like 9 months out.
I think it's Drew and Becky.
I think it's going to be Drew. It's going to have to be Drew. He deserves especially a WrestleMania title win in front of people. You know, because that whole time he had the title, that one time there was nobody there.
But he was a face when he won it. I think he deserves a face title win in front of a crowd. Which would have happened at the castle. It would have been a great time
I'm all
to do
about heel Drew right now. He has some of his best work.
Yeah, who gives a shit if he's face or heel?
You don't think Seth
He
could
didn't
turn
wear
heel?
shit. He got a title run for a year. He's lucky to have that. Most people don't have that, COVID or not COVID.
Okay, so what if Seth turned heel? Then you can have LA
Seth
Knight.
can't turn heel.
He can turn heel. Seth can turn
Well, I
heel.
guess
in
you're
one
you're
night.
right. The Rock turned heel. So
He
Seth
can turn
was a
in
heel
one
until
night.
this Rock shit happened.
actually,
It
the Seth
feels
was
like.
heel.
Seth was heel until the Rock came back.
I mean,
I think it's Drew. I think Drew does not win. By the way,
Yeah.
you don't think he runs at WrestleMania?
nope.
Ooh, okay.
I'm okay with it if he does, but I don't think he does.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
think
I'll
that?
go there
You think
either
he wins?
way.
You gotta do
I-
something with this fucking briefcase. I'm wondering when the fuck they're gonna do something with this briefcase.
I hold to what I said last week. I think that he should cash in on Cody and piss off Philadelphia.
No, he'll cash in on Drew
I
and
know you said that last week, but if he cashes it on
That would
Cody
be
at
so
WrestleMania,
epic if
Yeah.
Cody finishes
It
the
would
story
be
and then
booed
Damian cashes in.
on top of boot, it would be a booze on top.
Oh man,
That'll be
that'd
heat,
be worse
bro.
than
That'll be
Roman
heat,
winning
brother.
the Rumble.
You know?
No, it wouldn't, because Philadelphia would be going crazy for it.
That you don't think
Philadelphia were assholes.
Well, no, but I mean, like, I'm saying, like, the Monday after, Mania, when Damian Priest walks out, I was like, I finished the story. I stole the belt. Blah blah blah. Woo! That's some heat.
I love it. I think it's great. And then you made a star.
Yeah, 1,000,000% you made a star.
And then you have this other guy that's in this picture now that nobody's even talking about.
No, I think he takes it from Drew, and him and Drew
Boring.
I think they start having a feud, and Seth goes away and starts healing up.
I think if WWE's smart, they take it from Cody again, and they just freaking ruin it.
And I think Bianca Jade.
He could be like their Tommy Dreamer, where they just fuck him around on the title like every time.
Shout out Tommy.
Saying.
But that's it on my end, guys. Keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, longest segment of the night.
Speaking of short and sweet, I guess we got old Devyn up next. So, Devyn, what you got for us this week?
Really not too much. I got a video. If our producer man Bryant wouldn't mind playing it for us.
He fell asleep 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think so too.
Probably right when we hit record. There it is.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, we can see some apps. Oh, dang.
Oh,
all right,
shit.
so this is most recent video that's been trending wide on X.
Hold on a
Austin
second. You brought me
Theory.
here and you're gonna talk to me like this?
Yeah,
Hey, no, man.
I mean, no.
Just because you're in charge of some shit here, man, don't mean you can talk to me like this.
I didn't mean to offend you.
Oh, you're saying what I do is easy, and you're in front of all your people in here talking about my job's easy. You couldn't walk a damn day in my shoes. Got me in here. Dude, are you kidding me, man? I'll smack the shit out of you right now. I'm not playing around. Oh, bring me all the way here for some media, man. This guy's talking his head off, man. It's his problem, dude. What'd you just say?
I mean,
Scripted.
All right, that was my question for you guys.
100%
Do you think it's
scripted.
real or not?
Knowing Austin Theory, I think it's scripted. Not knowing him personally. Just
100% scripted.
No, I know him personally. I talked to him this morning. He was about to whip that guy's ass.
Waking up.
Yeah. I need an alarm clock, so he's like, "Man, I'll call you up. I'll be up." Yeah, he's about to whoop that dude's ass.
It looked good.
He said WWE's going through enough right now. They don't need another lawsuit going through. So it's just let me walk away.
James?
Well, to piggyback on that comment, if WWE's going through enough, then you wouldn't do this. Because then it attracts more of the violent outrage temper, that the wrestling world,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's scripted also. I don't know. I don't think you got to respect some integrity to the person you're interviewing. Obviously, you can like put them on the hot seat type of bullshit, but I think the wrestling is fake thing. I think it's overplayed and overdone, and I think it's just dumb to do. Like I really do. I'm over it. It's way like 40 years of this shit. Like I think it's the stupidest fucking. Oh, so wrestling's fake, right? And then the wrestler gets pissed. Like I think it's just dumb I think it's overplayed. That's just me. Every time anybody like does an interview, there's always oh, did you see someone said it's fake and then so-and-so got pissed? Like, it's if it gets them clicks and views in Australia, okay, cool. But I, as a wrestling fan, you can tell it's kind of set up and it's just fucking way overplayed. Be original.
Does it remind you guys of the clip earlier or last year with Grayson Waller and LA?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah.
Can you not come up with something that is intriguing and every time there's somebody interviewed in an overseas from our domestic US place, when they're overseas and do an interview, it's always the fucking same. Like, can we not come up with a different idea and maybe have a badass interview that puts it on the map type of thing instead of these little dumbass scuffles and bullshit. That's just me.
You know what? You're not wrong.
The thing that made David Schultz's interaction like so historic was he didn't talk for 30 seconds saying that he was going to beat someone up and trying to
He just
complain
laughed.
about the business. He just straight up smacked the hell out of him.
Yeah, that was like
So-
one of the first ones to happen. But now we've seen it, I don't know, 2 to 3 times a year.
Problem with David Schultz thing was it screwed the hell out of him.
Because here's the thing, you ain't gonna be talking about this shit in a week.
No.
Like that Grayson
No, you
Waller
won't be.
thing, I forgot about it till you said it. You know? Like, and here's the thing,
yeah.
are we gonna do this in every fucking country? Because they're about to do a lot of PLEs in all these other countries. So is every country they stop at gonna have this fucking, you know, dumbass thing happen?
Now that's a thing I got. Because, and I get it.
Because they're going to
but-
France, they're going to Berlin. Like, is this gonna be, you know?
Do you think this is going to be something they do all the time? I mean, they're going to keep up doing it all the time? I mean,
Obviously. Wouldn't you want to go to Berlin, have a badass interview, promote your shit, like everything be cool?
I'm talking about them.
You
I'm
go to
talking
like
about them
London,
going-
promote your shit, everything be cool. Go to this place, go to this place. But if everywhere you go, there's a little scuffle up in an interview, then nobody's gonna give a 2 flying fucks about
Gotta
WWE
make it
going
special.
there.
Gotta make it special. Right, James?
Yeah, and
That's
this is
the
not
thing.
special.
Not special.
Okay.
It's just another, just another one.
Too much. It's too much all at once.
Are
All
we
right,
gonna see
this one may
WrestleMania
be a
every time?
stretch.
Are we going to
This
see a
one-
WrestleMania somewhere else? Where we have to
Probably.
wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch WrestleMania?
Hey, we talked about this on that Zoom last night. I would love
That's
for
gonna bring it up now.
we were talking about Mania being in like London or whatever, so it would start at like 3 p.m. and be over at like 9.
I honestly gotta think it would start Eastern time.
There ain't
I mean,
no
it
way
was
in
some-
fuck you're pulling. Hey, come down to Wembley Stadium at 1 a.m. for this to start, and it ends
You're
at
not
7
gonna lose
a.m.
money on that event.
I think for that reason alone, it's got to stay in the U.S.
That's
No,
what
man,
I'm
if
saying.
they did a
Or in
WrestleMania with like a 5-hour
zone.
time
Devyn,
change,
For
and
that
it
reason
started in
alone,
the afternoon
why the-
and ended in the evening, we'd all still watch it.
for that
Well, I
reason
mean,
alone is
listen.
why The Rock is not at Elimination Chamber.
He's there. Didn't they say he's there?
No, they said Undertaker's there.
But see, I mean, if they're in like California,
3 hours.
they're still. I mean, if they have Raw in California, I still turn my TV on at 8 o'clock and it's live, and it's like what 3 o'clock in the afternoon there.
4.
Close.
Okay, 4, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying.
the actual pre-show starts at 5 a.m. for this Elimination Chamber. The actual show starts at 6 a.m. It's still way too early for anybody in America.
Yeah, that,
So we're recording
that time
before the
difference
show.
is, but I'm saying
I
if
know we're
it's a
recording
time
before the
difference
show,
where
but it's actually airing.
it starts
after.
in like 3 p.m. Perfect.
Will you guys be waking up for it?
I'm not doing it.
No.
They're
I'm not
actually
doing
doing their press thing here in like 15 minutes. They're doing their live media thing.
But Adam, this is the
another
reason-
work to fucking, you
this
know.
is the reason The Rock's not there, because it made no sense.
I think Roman and Solo somebody been there.
And I'm really happy for you that you can walk to the event. I'm glad this is happening for you. But this is why that The Rock is not defending the title on here, or
That's
Roman.
next year.
wrestling for the title on here.
I think that big of a time difference is an issue, but if you did it where time difference wasn't that far off, like 4 or 5 hours, where
13
it starts
hours.
earlier here and ends earlier,
It's 13 hours.
like a 5, yeah, that's why that
Mm-hmm.
in Australia is bad. But if they did it somewhere where it's like 5 hours, because if WrestleMania started at 3 or 4 in the afternoon and ended at like
Different.
9, I think every American would be like, "Fucking thank God we don't have to stay up till 1."
Right.
You know?
Right.
I'm
That I'd be
way
down
cool.
for.
Hey, y'all can have it. London, wherever, y'all can have it. Because that way it starts mid-afternoon, ends at the evening. You still got some night left.
What time did the Wembley show start?
So the Wembley show, we watched it at noon, right?
I think it was
Sounds
noon or
good.
1.
It was
yeah,
noon
something
our
like
time
that.
on a Sunday,
Yeah, that I'm cool with.
and on a Sunday, I was all in. I laid on my couch. That was
You
the
were
greatest-
all in?
That was the greatest day ever. I watched that. I love that day. I did nothing. I ordered wings. I ordered pizza.
See,
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
that was when I was in Pittsburgh, and me and Bober, we ordered pizza and wings, jumped on the Zoom and kicked it, you know?
5 a.m. My Dunkin' Donuts is just opening. Not
Same.
interested. By the way, I got to go to work. I have to be at work at 9.
I'm actually
Saturday.
off Saturday due to the
I am not off.
show I'm going to as we record tomorrow. But yeah, I'm not doing a 5 a.m. any.
But I mean, I just think it's funny, James. Everybody was so on board with like The Rock defending this or going against the title against Roman at this event. There's no way that was ever happening at 6 a.m.
Not a chance.
But we didn't realize that at the time, right?
Yeah. But well, because on paper and in theory, you're like, oh shit, they could battle at Elimination Chamber. But when you factor in the time difference, nah, you want fucking 200 million Americans watching that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
because America is where it starts.
Yeah.
No offense. I'm just saying.
Well, that's like taking the NFL to like Germany and all that stuff. Like, hey, it's cool for them, but we are the main audience of it. You know,
we are. We're the main audience.
With that being said, I really hope Ireland has a minor pay-per-view sometime soon.
They probably will. They're
shout out to
everywhere.
Ireland for always being on our top.
TKO is doing some
like top 10.
They're gonna whore out WWE to the international market.
So, and this might be a question for like Ben Jones. What does like Australia have that they can bring over here? That would be a big deal.
Nothing, but the thing is I'm really happy they are having a pay-per-view there.
Do they? No, but you can't
Kangaroos.
say that. Australia has something.
What, rugby, Mike? I mean, what do they have? You're asking the question. What do they have?
Kangaroo fighting.
I said this would be a question for Ben Jones.
All right. Well,
what do they have?
See, Ben Jones knows that he wants to see the US WWE over here. You asking him the question, you don't even know what's over there. Like WWE's global, that's why they want it over there. You're asking, like a local thing. Like what, rugby? I mean, the Sharon, kick over the Sharon on down here,
Well,
they're not gonna have anything translate over. They want WWE because it's like a global product. We're not begging Australia, no offense, but we're not begging Australia to be like, oh man, they need to do that in the US.
You're right. You're right, James.
Yeah, well.
I just want to share though. Them footballs look sick.
You pissed us off, Devin.
That's it for my topic. So James, you can keep sharing.
Fuck off, Devin.
This is spirit of the split, huh?
Yeah. James, I don't even know what that means.
I think it was because we,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. I wrote it.
Because sometimes
you wrote it. You get it?
We all, obviously you want to bring along your fellow. You should want to bring along your fellow people as you climb up the hill, because it's not about you climbing up the hill. It's about you getting to the top, reaching your hand out, and pulling your homies up with you. But sometimes you have to know, are they dead weight? That could be the split. Which, hey, and just because I'm not saying everybody's, like they're going to be dead weight, because you could obviously reconnect at a later date. We've seen that countless times in our personal lives and on like TV and everything. Like Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones, they just reconnected, and now Jimmy Johnson is part of the advisory, whatever the fuck that means. Probably sounds like a free paycheck, with the Cowboys, and they hated each other for like 20 years. They split after massive success, and now they're back together. So sometimes it's you got to drop some dead weight, but sometimes, hey, maybe y'all all go your separate ways and then reconnect later. Everybody's got to find their own path. You can walk the path with your friends, but sometimes those paths, lead different areas. But sometimes they reconnect. What will be the dead weight and what will be the person you need to bring back in your life? I don't know. That's something you're gonna have to decide on your own. But as long as you're both moving forward, you can wish them well. That's what it's not like a hate thing. It's not like, hey, fuck them, blah, blah, blah. No, hey, sometimes your paths just don't cross. It is what it is, Like with there's a couple ladies, those bitches can, do whatever. But there's some of them like, hey, sometimes it was just timing, sometimes it just wasn't a right fit. It is what it is. Do I wish them like, oh, I hope you fucking falter and, become homeless and fucking, drug addict and all this? No. I wish you well. Do what you need to do. I'm going to do what I need to do. And hey, it is what it is. Maybe it didn't work out. I don't hold no bitterness or hate, except for a couple. But I don't wish them like ill. I'm just like, hey, go fuck yourself, but you do you. Keep climbing. It is what it is, So yeah.
For sure.
Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Doesn't mean, I wish them ill will. I hope they succeed, just like I would hope that they wish I succeed. This is part of life, baby. We're all here. Here's the thing. Ain't nobody give a fuck about us. So we got to make our own, happiness, Everybody, and 2024 is an election year and can't wait for all this dumb shit. Because here's the real reality. We're in this together. They do not, the people up top, give a flying dick about us. And they're just watching us argue with each other, laughing. But, we're in this together. There's a lot of people that we have different views and all that stuff, but I don't be like, I wish that motherfucker would just fuck off. Nah, hey, grind, do what you need to do to be successful. I'm going to do the same. I wish you well. We may disagree on this topic, but I wish you well because we're in this together. And, yeah, don't get pinned up. Don't get so bent out of shape about, especially tribalism in wrestling. That is the dumbest shit of all time.
So
You
tell me
can
about
hate
it.
a product. That's cool. But you're still supporting wrestling, I
hate a
watch
product and hate
the
a
UFL. The UFL is about to kick off. I love the NFL. I love the Dallas Cowboys. It's no secret. But am I going to be like, fuck the UFL, fucking, I want them to fail, blah, blah. No, it's football. I like football, so I would watch that and like it too. It's so weird with the whole tribalism, stuff.
James, you're so right about that. And I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry, but we root for our people. Doesn't matter what we're part of.
Let me add in because shout out Zol. I haven't talked to you in 2 weeks. Shout out Zol.
I forgot. I forgot that's still a fresh wound right there.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like it's not like I'm going to see the UFL on TV and be like, oh, fucking trash. Because I like football. Is it going to be the best football? Probably not. But I like the game of football. It's just so weird to me how people just get so bent out of shape. Like, oh, this promotion sucks. This promotion sucks. But I like this one. Like, you like wrestling. You may not agree with the creative or whatever, but it's like you still like the wrestling.
And you don't want to disrespect any of the wrestlers.
If this guy does a lariat and you're like, oh, fuck yeah. And then another guy does a lariat and you're like, boo. Like, that makes no sense. Yeah, that makes no sense at all. One guy does a drop kick and you're like cheering. Another promotion, a guy does a drop kick, you're like, fucking dumb fuck. But like, it's the same move, just with a different, I don't know. It's all weird to me.
And remember this, the more organizations that are in wrestling, the better the product's going to be.
You're damn right. If you're a hater of like AEW and TNA and all this stuff, you are missing the boat. Because we saw what happened when there was one major promotion. A lot of things went to shit.
Right. Everything needs to stay open for this to be good. Everything needs to stay open for this to be good.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, who the fuck cares about one organization?
And if things are kind of bad and things are good, then it'll parity will, settle out to where the good, everybody will rise up. Like, it'll elevate the other ones to be better because they know that this one's better. So they'll have to be better. Like competition creates like great things.
Yeah. And even like you think about it, yes, WWE is probably like the biggest one that everyone wants to go to.
It's always going to be.
Yeah.
Right. But all these people, they have to start somewhere. They got to. Alex Kane, I mean, Mr. Thompson, he's another one. I mean, all these other people that are, in MLW or TNA or AEW,
yeah,
they got to come up.
Mr. Thomas, but we knew who you meant.
Mr. Thompson.
He's important to us.
Yeah.
But Sammy Callahan's on that show right now.
Right.
Kojima's on that show right now. There's talent everywhere.
Well, even people that get released from WWE and go other places, do you not think that? I mean, some of it could be selfish, but a lot of them are like, "Hey, I'm gonna help you get to where you need to be." Like, because guess what? That makes the product better. You don't want a bunch of shitty wrestlers happening because then the business dies. You want to elevate everybody.
That Latino organization that's been a part of AEW lately. I can't think of the name. CMLL. They've been on MLW. They're everywhere.
Well, Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler. You think he's going to Japan and being like, "Hey, fuck all y'all. I hope y'all all fail." No, he's probably going to be like, hey, man, you should do this. You should try this. And not like a dickhead way, but kind of like, because if the product gets better, it's better for everyone.
Absolutely.
You know? Like, it's that type of thing.
I agree 100%. Except for NXT.
NXT's awesome. Grow up.
It's not that I don't like it. I just don't watch it. I tune in every now and then.
And that is the spirit of the split. So, what better way to talk about wrestling and watch wrestling than with some food? So, Mike, what you got for us this week?
Well, this week,
looks like Adam's already taken down that recipe you got.
It came from William. This is the most greatest, bestest pizza in the world. Okay, and it's a homemade pizza. So you got to get your little pizza bread or pizza dough. Get that. Get you some pizza sauce and some cheese. Whatever toppings you want, and you put on there. But you got a secret ingredient.
Pineapple.
Not
pickles.
Pineapple. Not pickles. Are you ready for this? Pizza rolls. Boom.
Felt like we was waiting on a big reveal and
right.
That wasn't.
I saw it on Facebook too, Mike. Good stuff.
Do you like pizza rolls?
I'd try it.
You'd love pizza rolls. You'd love pizza. Combine the two. I'm telling you, you take the bite of that pizza with that damn hot ass pizza roll that's gonna burn the top of your mouth. I'm telling you.
like putting cabbage on lettuce.
That's right. But I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Got to try it.
That was dumb.
That was your Mike's Meat Minute? Put pizza rolls on pizza?
Yes, damn right.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Thanks, William.
Like somebody just phoned it in tonight.
What better way than I'm sorry, James.
Right? Well, while you're waiting on your pizza with pizza rolls to heat up, you're gonna be watching something. So, Devyn, what's on the demographic this week?
So tonight,
don't give a fuck.
While you eat your pizza with pizza rolls on it, you should watch MLW Intimidation Games, where Alex Kane's gonna be taking on Bobby Fish. We also have the brand new champion taking on Minoru Suzuki. Brad, you're not happy with
I'm not happy about it, and everybody knows it.
Who is the brand new champion? You kind of just skimmed over that.
Satoshi Kojima, sorry.
53 years old.
I think it's gonna be classic for MLW.
Not gonna be good at all, but go ahead.
Two legends facing off. It'll be good. All right. So next in my demographic, TNA has exercised their 1-year extension on Josh Alexander's contract. So he'll be staying in TNA for the long haul. They fired Scott D'Amore, but they're keeping Josh Alexander.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Devyn?
I don't know. It's a WWE move for sure to extend someone just because of injury.
Josh Alexander's wife, gorgeous. She's a ring announcer right now for them, for TNA. I don't know why I had to say that, but I felt like.
All right, well, this Sunday is going to be Sting's last match at AEW Revolution. We got Sting and Darby Allin facing the Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson.
Boo.
We also will have the Blackpool Combat Club taking on FTR in their grudge match.
Yeah, thank God.
Shout
out
to Amy. On a hell of a match, though.
Did you guys?
They already had a hell of a match. They had a hell of a match last week.
I thought it was a good match.
Yeah, why are we doing it again?
That time limit thing kind of whatever.
They've been playing that up. AEW.
Everything's been a time. The opening match, you might as well just time limit. You know.
That's true.
What?
Yeah, that's very true. They should change it up a little bit. We also have the world heavyweight champion Samoa Joe taking on Swerve and hopefully Hangman too. We'll see.
I think he's out.
Swerve
I
pins
don't know.
Hangman, wins the championship. Called it here.
I think Hangman's out, ain't he?
Last week on Dynamite, we saw a little tweak at the end of the match where Hangman was shoving the camera away and holding his ankles. So I don't know what's going on with that.
It's almost like they're working an angle.
It's gonna be an exciting pay-per-view though, for sure. We also have Deonna Purrazzo challenging the women's world champion Toni Storm.
All right, let's call it now. Who's winning?
Tony.
Tony Storm.
Tony Storm has to win.
Deonna, new champion.
No, Tony Storm wins with some trickery or something, and they prolonged the whole thing, and they have another match.
I actually think they're gonna. I think you're gonna break the rules, and Deonna's gonna win.
You think so?
I think
do.
Mariah May's turning on Toni Storm.
Oh, that's a good point too.
True.
Yeah.
Then we're having our new champion have a
Beautiful girl,
solid title reign.
great wrestler.
All right, for my final Devyn's demographic of the week. I don't know if you've been following along on X, but Matt Kuhn has kind of pulled a wicked dig on Val Venus.
Wicked, huh?
Matt Kuhn has trademarked valvenus.com and has made the entire website about transgender equality. And Val Venus is one to clearly spread his word about his opinion on all that. So I think that this is honestly fantastic by Matt Kuhn to take it out on
good stuff
on Val and his opinions, because honestly, people are people and they should just be happy. So I think that it's great. And the wrestling community has loved it as well. So
yeah, shout out Owasso, Oklahoma. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, Google it. Doing good shit there. Let people be. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I agree, man. Everybody has their own beliefs and all that stuff. Just let people have their own beliefs and leave people alone.
Show me on the doll where it offended you. Show me on the doll where you got butthurt because someone was whatever. Show me.
If everybody would mind their own business, it'd be so much better.
For real.
One thing about this show is we've always been about believing what you believe. Listen, we've not always ever said the right thing, but at the same time, we always mean well, and we always everybody's their own person. Do it.
It takes effort to hate, and I'm lazy.
Yeah.
Exactly
right.
I mean,
you gotta go out of your way to hate on something. I go out of my way when I hate on Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn stuff. That's me going out of my way when I could just be like, they're good and let it go.
Just playing around, James.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying, it takes effort to hate.
Yes.
Everybody's going to have disagreements. Not everybody's going to agree with everybody on everything. But it's just how you handle it, man. Everybody's got their own beliefs and lifestyles, and you live your way and let them live their way, man.
Why get mad about something that has nothing to do with you?
Like JR and Bischoff said, if you have the negative thoughts in your mind, you're devoting time to those negative thoughts when you could be devoting time to something else. And JR, I don't let negativity on my carry on or whatever he says.
Exactly.
Yeah, why get all upset? Why get all upset about something?
You're applying effort to something, because what's it going to do? Just make you mad?
Nothing. Nothing.
It accomplishes zero.
Yeah, like your negative quote online is going to change anything.
Oh, now I don't feel that way.
It's fester in your head to where you're devoting way too much time to it when you could be doing something else. I can give a fuck less about a lot of things because it doesn't affect me. Don't care. Don't care.
I don't hurt you to see someone else be happy.
That's a damn good quote right there.
That's my
so true.
But people get so damn jealous because they see somebody happy and they're not happy. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Instead of worrying about all that, go find something that makes you happy.
Boom.
Yeah.
Don't worry about other people's shit, man.
Everybody else is whatever they are.
Jealousy is a bitch's trait. Don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch. Great line.
Don't be a bitch.
Hell yeah.
Back to you, James.
Hell yeah. Well, I guess it's time to talk about what we're doing next week. And Mike, your name is attached to this. So, Mike, what are we doing next week?
Attached to it.
Because it was your fucking idea, asshole.
So next week, we are going to continue with the themed matches, the gimmick matches, and we are going to cover the first Money in the Bank match, which happened at WrestleMania 2003.
Bryant?
Jesus Christ. WrestleMania 21 from 2005.
I was close. That was off the top of my head. 2005 WrestleMania, the first ever Money in the Bank match.
So it's WrestleMania season. We're going to cover the first ever Money in the Bank match that was at WrestleMania.
That's right. There we go.
I like it.
Thanks, you're right, Brad.
Are we watching it or are we covering it?
We're going to do a watch along style again.
Now
again, we're not going to have it on the screen. We're going to do it. You watch along with us. We're going to give you the time code. We'll do it together.
It's a watch party. What do they call that? Can't be a
the Kick Out Crew will watch with you.
Boom! That a boy, Devyn. I like it.
Write it up.
But yeah, so that'll be next week. So, want to thank everybody for this. And hey, if you're watching on this video and if you're tuning in on audio, got a little something special for you after this. It is an interview with a friend of the show and, the leader of the BOMAYE Fight Club, Alex Kane, former, as of now, MLW champion. But we know that motherfucker is going to the top of the mountain again. Because you know why? He may have lost, nay, but he's going to kick at it too. And he's going to climb up the ranks again. And he's going to win that fucking belt. Because then what sounds better than a one-time champion? Oh, two-time MLW champion. So we can't wait for that to happen. And he was gracious enough, and we were lucky enough for him to join us. And that's going to be immediately following this episode. Same episode, so don't go nowhere. But we have a good interview with Alex Kane. And hey, Mr. Thomas, I mean, the BOMAYE Fight Club, we're big fans of on your show, the Kick Out Crew. We're glad to have those guys on. And Alex Kane, let's just say he pulls no punches when he talks. That is for sure. But so that'll be immediately following this episode. So be sure to keep playing. But as for this part of it right now, I guess it's I guess it's time to maybe wrap it up until next week. But we're not wrapping it up forever. You know why? Because just because this episode is down and we are pinned on time doesn't mean we're not going to kick attitude and be here next week. What would your show be without being here on Thursdays? And so be sure to like, follow, subscribe on all of the socials. And if you like what we're doing, why don't you be a friend and tell a friend? Because it's your show, So I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank, the fans for tuning in. And be sure to check out Alex Kane after this. And I guess we'll see you for that watch along next week. So, as I like to say, good.
Run.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an exclusive interview on your show. That's right. It's the Kick Out Crew. Want to thank everybody for joining us. We've got an exciting exclusive interview that I know we're all pumped up for. And before I get too far into it, I'm going to go ahead and kick it to Brad. So, Brad, what do we got for us today?
So we are thrilled to welcome back the leader of the BOMAYE Fight Club, MLW's own Alex Kane. Welcome back, Alex.
All the fireworks, pow, 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 pow. I'm good. I'm excited to kick it with the Kick Out Crew. Hopefully, I'll kick out at 2.9.
We're really excited to have you back, man. Really excited to have you back. It's been a hell of a journey since the last time we had you on. You was shortly after you had won Battle Riot, and it's been a lot's happened since then. So let's just get right into it. All right.
All righty.
So I was there that night. I was there July 8th, 2023 in the 2300 arena. Let me first ask you, what was that night like for you and how much did it mean to you? How did you feel after that night?
that day was very emotional for me. Very, very emotional because it's kind of like I guess the pinnacle of everything I've done in MLW coming to a head and, realizing a dream. Um, I mean, also having to navigate Hammerstone being a hoe behind the scenes. But other than that, it was just a momentous occasion, and it started an amazing run as heavyweight champion, a black heavyweight champion, world heavyweight champion.
There you go.
I noticed that you have a lot of people coming to the ring with you. That entrance is unbelievable. I love it. I absolutely do love it. We know Mr. Thomas very well on this show. We've had him on twice. He's a character and a half. Tell me about Faye Jackson. What does she do for you? What does she contribute to BOMAYE?
Faye Jackson, she's like any other OG, except she has a pretty good following. She's like an auntie to me. Anytime that I'm like, and I doubt myself a lot. So anytime I'm doubting myself, it's either Faye or Thomas. Like, man, shut that shit up, stuff like that. But like she's been around the business for a good amount of time. And she knows what she's talking about. And then also, like, it never hurts to have eye candy out at ringside. She adds to the presentation, she adds to the product, and she doesn't take away from it. She doesn't take away from anything, and she's not trying to, steal the show with what she's doing. She's just adding to the presentation, and I love it.
Yeah, I love her too. She's very engaging with the fans as well.
Very, very, very engaging.
So before we get into what recently went down, I want to talk about some of the matches that you did have. In particular, you worked with Matt Cardona. What was that experience like? And does he pack those shorts or what?
He probably packs the shorts. He be doing way too much sometimes, to where I be thinking that he's trying to overcompensate for something, and that might be it. So he's probably packing the shorts on that one. Quote me on that. But I mean, other than the jokes and stuff or whatever, like I learned a lot from him. And I like the way that his business. I mean, not business. I like the way he thinks about the business. And that was probably like the most fun feud that I had as far as just like online back and forth stuff. I know I'm not gonna get that out of everybody. But for a guy like Matt Cardona, shit works. So yeah, it was fun.
That was the first thing my wife said to me, by the way.
What?
About the shorts. That's why I brought it up. It's like, what the hell? All right. Eyes up here, right? Eyes up here. Thank you.
Come on, wife.
Yeah, right.
I will say I enjoyed the online back and forth stuff. Hilarious to me. I loved it. And it was a good way to promote it too. Like I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I know AJ likes to talk shit online, and maybe we I don't know, re-spark some Twitter beef. But the only thing I hate about the Twitter beef sometimes is like me shitting on my opponent. Sorry if I'm going off track. Me shitting on my opponent is one thing. You shitting on my opponent and like taking it way too far. Like there's definitely a line. Like you don't have to like every character, but like there's definitely some people be taking it too far. I'm just like, dog, you're defeating the purpose here. Defeating the purpose.
My whole thing is this. Like you have wrestled a lot of characters.
Mm-hmm.
Most recently, before the last match, you wrestled Richard Holiday.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a character that stays in character all the time. He's out there working his merch table and he won't even say hello to me. What is your experience like with him? Like, is he like, and also him coming back from such a dreadful like disease, like, and he comes back and he's still this heelish character. What do you think of that? How'd that match go? What do you think of that match?
Holiday, I've always thought Holiday was good. I've always thought it was good. Fun, working at him was fun. I like the way his mind works as well. We kind of see the business. We kind of see wrestling matches the same a little bit, so that made it easier. But as far as like him as a character, like him staying in character and stuff like that, I mean that's fine. I think there's for him. I think there's something he's not tapping into. There's something he's not tapping into that he needs to tap into, but that's another discussion for another day. Yeah, there's something there. He ain't tapped into it yet, but there's something
Last week we got into a huge argument on the show about Rocky 4.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Rocky 4 rank as far as Rockies go for you?
I don't know. Rocky 3 is my favorite, and that's on BOMAYE.
But do you think that Rocky 5 sucks really bad?
Honestly, I don't even know if I've watched Rocky 5.
You know what? You're better off, Devyn.
Yeah, you're probably better off.
It's one of the better Rockies if you can stick through it.
I just had to throw that in there because this freaking guy, right? So looks like for the near future you're not going to be in Philadelphia anymore. How do you feel about that? And are you happy to go on tour?
I'm happy to go on tour because people have been complaining about it for so long. But I love Philly, man. That's where all of my like really, really cool moments have happened. So like it's always gonna hold a special place in my heart. And I can't wait to come back to Philly. But it's good for us to be on the road. It's good to get in front of different crowds, just to see how they react. That's one thing I wanted as world champion, was to wrestle in front of a few different crowds to see, how they feel about me and stuff like that. Because, Philly and New York love me, but I don't know how everybody else feels.
Well, next trip's New York, Intimidation Games, right? You're facing Bobby
Yup.
Fish.
Punching Bobby Fisherton in the face.
Well, I don't know. You're pretty big deal down here around the Georgia area, because you have a show coming up March 15th at Forever Pro against Joe Black here in Calhoun, Georgia.
The third installment of the Alex Kane Joe Black saga. Can't wait.
I'll be there for that one. Hopefully, I'm refereeing in that show, and hopefully, I'll get your match.
All right. Yeah, hopefully, you get my merch too. Hopefully, I have merch.
100%. Yeah.
So I want to talk about the Jacob Fatu match, because this is unlike any other match I've seen you wrestle. Now, I'm not going to say I've watched every match you've ever wrestled, but I've watched a lot of them. And this was
that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
This is a 48-minute match.
Mm-hmm.
I first want to ask you this. Was it an Iron Man match considered?
No, it wasn't an Iron Man match at all. They want to, or maybe they still want to, establish that every title match, every heavyweight title match can go to a 60-minute time limit, but it wasn't an Iron Man match.
I just thought maybe it was discussed that you were maybe going to do that, because I'll tell you, it had such a different pacing than most of your matches. And then you had Mr. Thomas on commentary. That was you just knew that it was going to be a long match.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, I don't know. Like, those kind of matches, you really can't, like, those matches, you can't plan too much or whatever going on, because you don't know how the crowd's going to react. And if you plan a bunch of stuff and then the crowd's not fucking with it, then you're just like, well, what do? We're holding their balls here. But like that match, we had intended to go as long as we could, but I think the time in which we did end up ending the match was a good time. I think if it had went on longer, maybe it would have made it even better. Maybe it would have made it shit the bed. I don't really know. But it was definitely an experience.
How do you prepare for a match like that? Because that's a long time to be in the ring.
Man, lots of cardio. I remember Court was like, "Oh yeah, I don't know when we're gonna do this 60-minute match, but it's coming. I don't know if it's gonna be the next show or the show after that, but just get ready, do lots of cardio, hit the cardio hard." And I'm just like, okay. But I mean, I was never really like tired or anything like that in that match. I feel like my cardio's pretty good in the way that I pace myself. But I knew that Fatu matches have like weapons and tables and stuff like that. That I didn't know how to prepare myself for that. Was gonna do buy tables from Walmart and throw myself through them? I don't know.
Well, that was a strange addition, I thought, too. See, I feel like there's different types of matches, right? And when you're going to go a match that long, I was really shocked to find that to be a no DQ match at the same time as a 48-minute match.
It was like, I think that wasn't even a decision from the company itself. That was like we were just like Fox 2 matches don't have no DQ. They have no DQ. It's only going to add to it because I guess with that style, with that kind of match and the two styles that we wrestle, um, there had to be another element in there or whatever, so it didn't like become stale at any point. There was always going to be something that we could do to like spike the interest of the fans. 'Cause we're not gonna go. We weren't. Me and Fatu weren't gonna go out there and grab a headlock and sit there and work a headlock. That wasn't gonna happen.
And, yeah, and now he's gone.
Now he's gone.
I bought a shirt. I bought a shirt that last day there. He wrote me into that new shirt that he got for the and guess what? Now he's not there anymore. No, it's all right.
He going to get that bloodline money, and
well, that's the thing.
Can't wait to see it.
That's crazy, yeah. Because you guys are allowed to work other organizations besides MLW.
Yeah,
and I see that he's got a couple bookings, so yeah, we're excited to see where he ends up as well, of course. But let me tell you something, Alex. My favorite match that you wrestled in this run was against Filthy Tom Lawler.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had chemistry out the ass. Tell me how it is to work with that guy.
Bro, so I think the first time I wrestled him was in 2021 before I got signed. Like maybe like I want to say like 4 or 5 months before I actually got signed or whatever. And the promotion is when people still weren't doing like fans in the building shows. There was still tapings and stuff like that. And we had been there. It was like a 2-day taping. This happened on the second day, and we had been there for like hours. But like, I was a nervous wreck. I'm over here like, yo, Tom, like, let me write down these things or whatever, and maybe we can put this together and shit or whatever. And he's just like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But no, working with Tom is great. He always says that he's not good at the whole professional wrestling thing, but then you get in there and you wrestle him, he's like, he's really good at the professional wrestling thing. Certified badass, just national treasure type dude. Like we don't deserve Tom Lawler.
I loved it. I actually loved that match. That was my favorite one. So what are you doing WrestleMania weekend?
Man, I think I've got like 3 bookings. I wish I had more, but people are either cheap or they're being hoes. I'm going to Wale Mania. I've got Action Wrestling. I've got For the Culture, and then I've got what is it? I think it's like Trashylvania or whatever. Kevin McKelvey from PWI is doing a show. I'm wrestling. Jesus Christ, I don't even know who the fuck I'm wrestling. I have the fucking I have the graphic here.
Is all that in Philly or
yeah, all that's gonna be in Philly.
Yeah, I'm gonna be down there, so I'm really excited because I live out this way. Obviously, you know that because I've been to many shows. But just kind of curious what you were up to that weekend.
I can't remember anything.
It's all right.
Yeah, I guess it's all right. And then someone's gonna be like, "Oh, I can't believe you didn't know that." I'm like, "Dog, chill."
You can believe how many.
Brian Johnson. That's who I'm wrestling. Brian Johnson. It's not that I didn't know who Brian Johnson is. I know who Brian Johnson is, but I just couldn't remember off the top of my head.
So are all those tickets for sale already, or can we get those now, or is it going to be up in the next month?
I
know Matt's going to tough
I don't
ones.
think so. I don't think those tickets are up yet.
I can't wait to get down there to see what that weekend's going to be. I just can't wait. I have tickets to. I might not even go to SmackDown or Raw. Who cares? I might just want to see everything else. You know what I mean? But so has this World Titan Federation been a thorn in your side or what?
Yeah, they keep these World Titan Federation dudes are so lame. They're so lame. They're all a bunch of rejects from other places, and they like MSL has got to be the worst pimp on the planet because none of his hoes have produced any fruits of this labor that he puts in. It's terrible. And now they brought in AJ Francis, and I guess they think that he's gonna be the Thanos to my Avengers, and I'm just gonna let you know that he's not.
Well, he talks a lot of shit, doesn't he?
He does. He's very good at it too. I can't take that away from him. He's very good at it. But where he's better than me at talking shit, I'm better than him at wrestling. So
Man,
No, I'm excited for that because I see you guys stirring it up online for sure.
yeah, he's gonna talk all that shit and get choked out.
All right. So elephant in the room, man. I was down there.
Hmm.
I was down there for the last show. I'm going to say something now that these guys have already heard that you have not. When you face Kojima, I honest to God, it was just going to be another notch, as they say, another notch on your bedpost, right?
Hmm.
I
That's what I
didn't
thought too.
I thought this was going to be like after seeing who you beat up until then, no disrespect to Kojima, I thought this was going to be another big win for you.
Hmm.
When I heard that 3 count, and when that arena heard that 3 count, I feel like the referee didn't even know that was going to be a 3 count. It felt like that moment that everybody might laugh at me when I say this. It felt like that Undertaker moment when he lost at WrestleMania. Like, whoa!
That's cool.
That's how I felt. That's how my son felt. What's next for you, man?
Yeah, so what's next is punching Bobby Fischerton in the face, beating his ass and choking him out. He said he won't tap, so he'll nap. It doesn't really matter. You're still faded black. And then after Bobby Fish, I don't really know. I know that me and AJ Francis will meet at some point, and duke it out. But when that exactly is, I don't know. But yeah, those are the only 2 hoes that I have on the docket right now.
So, what did you think of the reaction from the crowd that night, or were you just too much going on?
Uh, the night Kojima beat me, like that was like when he hit me with the lariat and I was out, and then like when it got to like 3, I kind of like came back to, and I was just like, well, damn, this is not what I expected. And then I'm just laying there. I'm like, I really can't move right now. But I wasn't expecting the fucking like the confetti and shit. I'm just like,
Oh, me neither.
This doesn't look good for me at all. This looks bad, but I guess it may be a cool shot for Kojima, but it's not a good shot for me.
Man, I was blown away. Listen, no one dislikes Kojima,
Yeah.
but it's just that's the thing. No one was booing. It was more like that hands on your head. Like, what just happened? No way that just happened.
It was such a weird, well, not a weird match because I knew it was going to be like baby. I felt like that match would have been the match where like they went all the way for Kojima, but it was still split. But it was also one of those matches where people weren't necessarily trying to like be up for everything. They were just like taking it in and I guess just spectating. It was weird.
Oh, well. I mean, I've that's not how I was feeling about it. I'm not going to boo Kojima, but I wasn't rooting for that situation at all.
Yeah.
Now, you're right, like you said, people like Kojima. So yes, there were some cheers.
I like Kojima.
Right, but I thought there was more of that with the Fatu match. There were some boos at the end of the Fatu match. You've noticed that, right? But that was expected. Again, that's baby on baby again, to me anyway, because Fatu's he's been MLW he was champion for 900 days.
Yep.
Well, it was quite a shocker. I'm really looking forward to everything you're doing now. We do have some fan questions, but I know Devyn, you have a couple questions before we get into fan questions, right?
Yeah, I got a couple questions. Another person that you faced during that title reign that you had was former WWE star Snitsky. Can you just talk about facing the legend himself?
Man, that was fun. That was a really, really fun match. When he said that he wanted to do that swanton off the top, I'm just like, okay. Okay. Oh, no, man, Snitsky's cool, bro. It was like from watching him on TV as a kid and then actually getting to wrestle him and meet him and talk to him and shit like that. That was really, really dope. I mean, it was a fun match. We did what we needed to do. But it definitely wasn't something that I was expecting either.
No. All right, so another one, a little change of topic, but talking about the BOMAYE Fight Club again. When we had Mr. Thomas on, he kind of said that your relationship with Don King was more like a boss to employee. But you, as more of the leader per se of the BOMAYE Fight Club, do you have a close relationship with Don King?
Man, Don King. Since I lost that belt, that man, he don't talk to me. He don't talk to me. Which is fine. Which is fine. It's okay. I'll earn it. I'll get back into his good graces. I know he don't hate me. Every fighter has their day.
Yeah, you'll get back up.
Hey, real quick, that promo you cut recently. By the way, what happened to Fusion? It's not called that anymore. It's
no. So they, I guess in the way that it was kind of explained to me, like they wanted to try something different. Instead of doing Fusion every week, they wanted to try doing just like a special premium show every month, and it's working. I guess numbers wise or views wise, however the fuck they decide these things, it's working better than Fusion was. Which I honestly like it more than them having to do a bunch of Fusion shit every week. You get everything in one go. So yeah, I guess they're just trying something else. I don't know if Fusion is gone forever, but they're trying this out right now, and it seems to be working. I like it.
So you were saying that you were you did that you got on the microphone, you were talking about how since you lost the championship, you thought maybe you were going to move away from MLW.
Yeah.
And Mr. Thomas came out and talked to you right out of that.
He got me hype. Oh my god. I was so, oh my, that shit was crazy. Thomas might be hype man of the year of the century. He gets so passionate and just so emotional. It's beautiful. It's beautiful stuff.
Yeah, that was really something.
I texted our group chat. I was like, man, after listening to that, I want to run through a fucking brick wall for
Exactly.
somebody. Like, I was ready, man. I was pumped.
Yeah, it was so good. I'm sorry, Devyn. Go ahead, buddy.
You're good. You hit a lot of the main topics during the title run. I got a dream question for you. If there was a faction the BOMAYE Fight Club could go up against in all of wrestling history, who would that faction be?
I know y'all are probably thinking the Nation's Domination, but no. No.
Why would we say that?
I don't know. I don't know. That's what everybody be thinking. Man, I couldn't do that one because I have one of their members. Maybe Evolution for the fuck of it.
That'd be nice.
Hey, facing multiple legends in that one.
Yep. Give them a little sauce. Batista don't need it, but everybody else does.
All right, so Ben Jones, did you answer this on the Twitter X? But I would like for those that aren't on there to hear your answer as well. Ben Jones asked, "What wrestling match do you remember watching that inspired you to become a wrestler yourself?"
It was the great Undisputed Championship match that involved the ladder. It was Undertaker and Jeff Hardy when Undertaker beat the dog shit out of Jeff Hardy, took that man to the limit. But Jeff Hardy didn't die though. But yeah, that was the match I was watching with my dad, and my dad, I was just like, I'm gonna be a wrestler, and my dad was like, cool. You gotta work hard though. But yeah, that was the match.
Great match.
So Amy Vaughn, she has several questions for you, and this will round us out. But man, I'll tell you, she does not screw around. Do you prefer working in a faction or on your own?
I prefer working on my own, only because there's not so many variables that I have to consider. That's just me. But to be the leader of a faction was also a dream of mine as a kid. So I also enjoy that. But if I absolutely had to choose, I'd be by myself.
Were you a big ECW fan?
No, I wasn't. I mean, I won't say that I wasn't a fan of ECW. I just didn't have the ability to watch it as a kid.
No, I get that totally. I don't think anybody did. It was on at 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I didn't have it either. I'm not actually, I live in Philly now. I'm not from Philly, but so I get a lot of heat for that when I go down to that arena. You see the same people there every week, don't you?
Yeah.
It's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, man, that shit's crazy. How you gonna shame another fan for what they've seen in wrestling? That shit's crazy.
So Amy also wanted to know, tell us about your first ever match, where it was, and who it was against.
Oh, so my first match was against the AEW superstar named AR Fox. He
Oh
was my
yeah.
trainer. What do you? Oh yeah, I was a nervous wreck. I was a nervous wreck before it. It was at the training school, the WWA 4. I believe Austin Theory was there watching, which made it even worse. Just the nerves. Just I gotta impress this guy. Why? It's a time when I look back on, I'm like, why was I looking to impress this guy? I don't fucking know. Um, but yeah, dude, AR Fox threw everything but the kitchen sink at me. Um, like it got off track at one point. They changed him and the referee changed the finish on me because Fox normally goes when Fox has a graduation match. He normally goes under to the student or whatever. This time, I hit my finish on Fox, and the ref counts 1, 2, and then he's like, "That's my fucking trainer," and smokes me with a super kick, and they both beat me up. Um, yeah. So but it was fun though. It was fun though. It was after I think it was after that match. He was like, "You really have a chance, to make something of yourself in this business." And I'm not just telling you that because I'm your trainer. So that was cool.
That's fantastic. Just two more questions here, and you have answered them 100 times, but we're going to hear it one more time. What makes you the leader of the BOMAYE Fight Club, and how did you create it?
What makes me the leader? Because I said I'm the leader. What kind of question is that?
Listen, I just read them.
Look, Amy, we don't have to have a conversation. What kind of question is that? Terrible question. And what was the second question? God damn, that question was bad.
Did you overthrow someone to become the leader?
No, I didn't go over. I created it. It's the brainchild of Alex Kane.
No, listen, I know, but the fans demand the answers. I can't help what's asked though. But
MLW needed a faction of black dudes who were really, really dope. Kind of like a black NWO feel, and I was just like, actually no. Let me quit line. I'm the captain of the BOMAYE Fight Club because I'm the captain of the BOMAYE Fight Club because I came up with the BOMAYE Fight Club. But the actual idea of an all black faction in MLW was Mr. Thomas in 2019. Before I even knew Mr. Thomas, before Thomas even knew that the BOMAYE Fight Club would ever be a thing, or whatever, he had pitched Black NWO. That's literally what the email said. To court, Black NWO. Happens years later, 2021. I get there. American Top Team kind of fizzles out. King Mo takes exit stage left, and it was on me to create a faction for the landscape of MLW, and that faction has changed the landscape of MLW for forever. Because what is MLW without Alex Kane? I don't know. I'm thoroughly interested to know what that may look like in the next couple years.
I'm going to tell you this, Alex Kane. I didn't like at all what happened at that pay-per-view. I didn't like it at all. All right? Here you are, the leader of the BOMAYE Fight Club, freaking over like Rover in Philadelphia and everywhere else. We need you back. We need you back on top.
I will be back on top. I'll take a route of whooping some other hoes' asses to get there, but I'll definitely be back on top.
Why don't you get a rematch clause? What kind of bullshit is this?
I don't know. One thing that I have noticed about my run here in MLW is I will never get anything easy. Everything will come at a major cost. I be seeing other dudes, especially these World Titan Federation hoes. They be getting opportunities left and right for shit that they don't even really deserve because they ain't produced nothing. But I guess MSL's got his tongue in one of these matchmakers' ears, and he's whispering them sweet nothings. It's actually, when I think about that, that's actually nasty. He's like sweaty, greasy. He smells like bacon.
Yeah, he dresses great too. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I got one for you. How does Adam Priest become superstar of the year for SouthAtlantaWrestling.com and for Action Wrestling? How does that happen?
Because the fans who voted for that love Adam Priest. They're a bunch of inbreds, and they don't like real talent like me, like me, but mainly me and the rest of the good hand. So, look, I don't care about winning awards. Honestly, that if I won that award, it wouldn't have changed my life in any way, shape, or form. You know, I have something that Adam Priest doesn't have, and that's a world title win.
I'm a fan of the good hands because I've refed a few of Kevin Ryan's matches at New South. So,
Hmm.
is there a chance we might get to see you out here at New South?
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I think I might have. I don't know if I burned that bridge or they don't want to pay me the money that I demand. Because I remember
Deserve.
that I deserve. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these wrestling promotions out here, they be looking like they're high dollar as hell, but they cheap as hell.
I know what you mean. Believe me, I'm catching you on that one.
That shit
I
is-
know who you're talking about.
I got a question for you. So Pizza Hut comes out with Alex Kane special. What's on the pizza?
Uh, well, yeah. Right now, it'll if I was gonna make an Alex Kane special, it would be like it it'd be like a supreme pizza with bacon.
Okay.
So you have all the vegetables and stuff like that, but then you sprinkle in some bacon.
Sounds good.
Alex, before I let you go and before you plug your socials and what you got coming up again, I want to say one thing.
Mhm.
I rooted for you to retain. That's for a babyface champion, and I know you didn't start out a babyface. I know it was kind of like we didn't know where it was going, but I feel like Philadelphia and they wanted this, you earned it, and they wanted this as well. And I rooted for you to retain, and that is something that isn't normal for me. So I want to thank you for everything you've done, and I really I'm rooting for you to get it back and see where it takes you. I actually thought you were leaving for a minute when you did that promo. I'm glad you're staying,
I thought about it.
and the future is bright for sure. And you got 5 fans here. There's one behind the scenes you haven't seen, but 5 fans here as well. So thanks for everything. Plug your stuff. Tell us where to find you. Everything like that.
Follow me on Twitter and TikTok. Really follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to get to 10K. But follow me on TikTok and Twitter at Alex_Kane11. Instagram, the Suplex Assassin. I've got Ironheart Pro this weekend on Saturday. I'm wrestling Rampage Santana, young upstart looking kid, but also a hoe, in every sense of the word. And then on Sunday at Fight Club Pro in DC, I've got the Hitman for Hire Grim, another hoe, but a hoe that does flips and wears funny colors. And then on Thursday, one of the last days in Black History Month, because I got to go out with a bang. Didn't start Black History Month very, very well, but I got to end it well. I'm wrestling former Undisputed Era member, the weakest link of that entire group, Bobby Fish, and he keeps talking about how his shin's gonna meet my chin and all this other stuff. Like he's talking this large game, but I don't think he can back it up.
We have that graphic right there.
That graphic
Everybody
right there.
check it out. If you can't be at the show, it will be on Fight Plus as always. The crew here has a subscription, so we'll be watching.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to beating up Bobby Fish for a minute. It's supposed to do it last year, but that show got canceled. So now I get to do it on the big stage of MLW at Intimidation Games. My first Intimidation Games at that.
Can't wait. Well, Alex Kane, thank you so much for being here. Like I said, you got 5 fans here for sure, and we really appreciate your times. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. You guys have a great day.
Looking forward to seeing you March 15th, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, always remember when our motto here is like we do our show like it's your show type of thing, and BOMAYE is for the people. So we as the people, we really enjoyed your title reign. Can't wait for you to get back. And our motto here is when life pins you down, you just kick out at 2. So just because you're that fucking confetti, that don't mean jack shit. Because guess what? You have another chance, and you're gonna climb that fucking mountain again, and you're gonna be champion again. We know it, you know it. So I'm ready to see what the future holds. And thanks for being on, man. We're ready to see because hey, you have the power to kick out at 2. It's your story, baby. Write it. We're ready.
Let's go. Y'all have a good night.
All right, thank you, Alex.
Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Kane.
Alex Kane, future 2-time MLW champion. We all know what's going to happen. great talking to him. Glad he took the time out of his busy schedule, to talk to us. But hey, it's your show and it's for the people. Yeah. So and I put that on BOMAYE.
He has his schedule on Facebook and he's covered the next few weeks.
Yes, sir. So, James, what do we do now?
Well, I think it's time to get back to our regularly scheduled program.